Yes, I'm a gatekeeper and a hater. I'm also God's favorite princess and the most interesting girl in the world.
cheeky 4 months.
Yeah, but we can always build more killbots.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Hello. Hello. How is everybody? Hello Purples. Purples and Atari. We've got Atari. Empress. The Empress is here. Hello Empress. Hello Target. Hello War Masters. How is everybody today? You're awake. Hey Cookie, how you doing? Teeny Tiny as well. Hello Teeny Tiny. The victorious Teeny Tiny. Tobes is here. Thank you very much for the affiliate. I didn't know it was my affiliate anniversary today, so that's really, really cool. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you. I need to get Twitch chat up here so I can see things, because somebody just subbed and I can't see who it is. Hargrim, thank you very much. Hargrim, thank you very much for the resub. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? In it. See, we knew. We didn't even need Twitch to tell. I know. Super cool. Super cool. Guess what? You pre-ordered Cathay. Guess what? Guess what? Captain Mannering is going to Barbados for an old world tournament with his Chaos Dwarfs, and he's got to get them all painted for October. Very proud of Captain Mannering. He done good. Oh, so he is going to Barbados for a tournament. Nice. Congrats, Captain Mannerings. Bag of snot. What's a bag of snot? Exam passed. Official service now. CSA. Congratulations. Can we get some hype, please, for the Mannerings of the Captain? The Mannerings of the Captain need some hype. Thank you. Well done, dude. Well done. Well done. Official service now, CSA. Hype, 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 hype. Hype, hype, hype. Chris is like, what the fuck is that? Chris is like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, CSA. Official service now, CSA. Whatever it is, it's an exam pass, so that's awesome. Congratulations. Certified System Administrator. He is an he administrates systems, and he is now certified at that. Yeah, well done, dude. That's cool. Well done. Well done. Yes, let's get some music up to celebrate. Get some music up to celebrate. Hey Whiskey. How you doing, the Whisk? How is the Whisk?
Yeah, boy!
How is the Whisk, and are you whisking anything in particular today? Happy partnerversary. I wish it was partner. I wish it was partner, Whiskey. We never got partner. I can't get the viewers. I need an average of 75 every stream. I can't get the viewers. Sadly, we'll get there one day. It's just affiliate, but thank you very much. And this guy, I don't know whether is it. I don't know whether these aesthetics are just too far. Skill issue. I am not skilled enough on Twitch. I mean, I'm just kind of accepting it now. Like, I've been on Twitch. This is my 10th year on Twitch. Technically, it's my 11th. So it's my 11th year on Twitch because I had my 10-year anniversary. And yeah, so we're not going any further than where we are. So this and I mean that's really cool. Yeah. Oh look, it is just a skill issue though. Yes. I've not watched you that long. Cookie, you're a ledge though, Cookie. There we go. We have done her hair. It's okay. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to get the lines nice and smooth. I should have tried to use like a sharpened cocktail stick because I think that might have been a little bit better. But it's not bad. It certainly fills in the gap. Keeps trying to keep the kind of the flow going across everything, covering up the arm. I redid the vines on the staff, so that looks awesome now. I really like how that kind of flows. I had a little bit of I had a lot of green stuff left over, so I just put a little bit of a vine around her hand, and ultimately she looks pretty cool like that. Like that. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Tell Davo to give you a few raids. Not with that attitude. Let's do pro streamer stuff. Gross. I think I'm pretty good. In terms of quality and what the stream looks like and what I talk about. But it's all good. Right. Very cool. She's come out. She's come out really well. There's still this little. There's a kink just there. Look, there's a kink in her hair just there, which I can't seem to smooth out. It's actually through Blood Bowl and David that I ended up here in the first place. I think. Yeah, probably. Leaving for vacation as I'm not needed anymore. We have a Christopher. We have music. It's the right music. No, don't leave, Purples. Your timings for streams are shocking, though. No, my timings for streams are fine. All right. There we go. They're no better than like Honest Wargamer. Rob. They're no better than Rob's. Rob's is all over the place. He turned up and it's hot today. It is hot today. I was hoping it was going to cool down. Because for some reason I thought it was going to cool down a bit.
All hail and Hubbletary II, High Empress of all the stuff everywhere, ruler of all the castles ever built, painter extraordinaire, super duper extra mega nice person, and artillery tarry for Trench Crusade. Fuck. Moo.
I always forget about the last two words. Yeah, I was holding out. I thought because it was like I couldn't stay in the room for more than 5 minutes about 2 hours ago. It was nuts. And it has cooled down a little bit, but I thought it was going to cool down earlier, so I was kind of holding out for it. Yeah, anyway, my previous message was supposed to be voiced by Olivia. Olivia is taking a vacation. Why is Olivia taking a vacation? Olivia's not allowed to take a vacation. Like, who's going to read out stuff? Right, so question. What size base does a squig go on that is ridden by... Like a giant cave squig, like this one. What size base does it go on? Therefore, what size base do I need to try and fit that on to have a goblin warlord riding it? Because that's cool and I like it, and I want to have my goblin warlord wants to be riding that, and then we can have like his little lieutenant can be riding that squig, and there's his scratch built spear, scratch built lance. Is it 50?
I'm taking a vacation for 2 reasons, Christopher.
Two reasons?
First, because I hate you. Second, because you are now correctly trained and think of the music every time.
Oh no, but how, but... Olivia. So anyway, I'm going to try and snap this off its base, so we can put this one on a proper square base. because fuck AOS, right? Is it so? It's a 50 square. 50 square is not too bad actually. That's a 50 square. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, and you can kind of stretch some of these and get them on. And yeah, 50 square will be okay. 50 square for this one. 50 square for that one is quite big. I worry about leaving Chris unsupervised. Please don't leave me unsupervised. Who's going to remind me to do things like get up and have a walk and stuff? Like I'm even doing like, oh, you guys, you should get up and let's all collectively as a community get up and have a walk. Like I'm even doing cool things like that for the community now. Come on, tear off. Who is on walkie duties today? I don't know who is on walkie duties today. We probably don't need to do them every half an hour today. Do them every 45 or so. Although half an hour is like a good time. How is everybody? What is everybody up to today? What is everybody doing? Anybody doing anything funky? Trying to I don't quite know what this is. Hey, Twitch lady.
You want me to supervise, Christopher? I'm not paid enough for that shit. And now that I think of it, I'm not paid at all. Fuck. Moo.
Is work funky? Work is always funky. Funky Dory. Come on, come on. I think I must have padded this with some sprue, because it looks like I've got some sprue to lift up the base a bit. Which sounds like a very me thing to do anyway, because I like tall models on bases. So I'm guessing it's that. And then filled with just cutting, drilling and gluing lightsabers today, then head out. How many lightsabers have you got to do? The one you did looked really good. That one did look really cool. Yeah, you can hide too many things with just like throwing texture paint on there. However, that is a little squig. Well, a giant cave squig, technically. It's a giant cave squig. About 5, depending on if I replace the original mini ones too. Oh, I wouldn't bother replacing the original mini ones. They're actually quite good. They're quite flexible as well. So they should be okay. I'd leave those. There we go. Is that all the little bits of texture paste? So I put, if you see here, there's the base. That's the base of the squig, and then I put a bit of sprue underneath it to lift that base up a little bit higher. So now, so it's definitely a 50mm. Getting my Maw Grunter thing finished, or attempting to. Nice. When it was hot on the way here, I get a bit funky. Currently smashing courses to try and make more use of credits. Nice. Before they expire, whilst deactivating stuff as we remove some departments from our app. There we go. So that's a lot of space on there, isn't it? It does look quite cool. It's a really nice model, that. I like this model. So that's fine. And then we want to remove that mushroom as well, if we can. Remove the mushroom. Remove the mushroom. Remove the mushroom. And that can go in the bin. Good shot. Good shot, Christopher. So yeah, that'll go on a 50, won't it? He'll Fosson, and he's all bouncy as well, so he's perfect. For how long until you write the first of many new lists now the FAQ is out? Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be long, is it? That's really cool. I'm sure I've got another one as well. So I should have 2 of these. So it's just a giant cave squig, and then we're going to have a... I will make a rider. A war boss who can ride the top of it. With some cool stuff. And I need to put him on a square. I'm guessing these are just on like 25mm squares, right? So I can just cut that out, drop it on a 25mm. Fungoid dude. Does that fit? Does that aesthetic still match? Gobbos! Gobbos, gobbos. Does everybody like the spell singer? I think that's just about come out okay. She looks great from that angle. Which is the main thing, isn't it? AOS gits just have more aesthetic. Yeah. I think the AOS ones can just be like the focal point, and then everything else can have the aesthetic just turned down a fraction. I think it's still a Night Goblin aesthetic, isn't it? Although I do want to remove that centipede. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the centipede on the back of the cloak. Kind of want to snip that off and make it a fiery. Yeah, I want to cut that off as well. So if I cut that off there, I could find something that goes on the top of that. Okay. Very good. Thank you. But that'll be really funny as well, because also that'll bounce. That'll be doingy 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 as well. Big giant cave squig. Fab. How many lists have you written? If you could remove the mushroom from the top of his head and sculpt a hood over it, I think it'd fit better. I don't think there's any chance of that. I think the only thing you could do is cut it off and just put a... I think that's actually the least... one of the least annoying things. Maybe. I've got the underworld ones, so maybe a couple of those will kind of fit the bill as well. Let's remove this base, because this needs putting on a 20mm. Sorry, 25mm. I made a little ridge around here, look, because that was supposed to be filled with the green goo. Never got around to finishing that. You could turn it into a bobblehead for your car. Oh, the squig. That would be really funny, actually, wouldn't it? It would bounce on the... You could put it on the... If you painted it all up, you could put it on your dashboard and then it would, like, bounce around. That would be quite funny. Quite like that idea. Be a cool present for a friend. I've got some friends who love playing Night Goblins and Gits. Just make a bobblehead for the car. Up until there's a hot day and it melts, at least. You'd like a bobblehead squig for my dash. If you could remove the mushroom from the top. There you go, Rymir. That's how you get. That's how you do it. Get that mangler squig. There we go. Fungoid Cave Shaman on square base. Fungioided Cave Shaman on square base. How are you doing today, Rymir? If you were going to ask how many new lists I've written since the FAQ yesterday, then 0. 0? You've not written any lists? I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's been populated on the Old World Builder. I haven't checked, but I will probably, during movie night tonight, I will probably scribble down a handful for sure. I think I did the same on this one as well, put a sprue underneath it, look. So there's a sprue there, look, just raising up the level. My list miraculously don't need to change. You are the clairvoyant. Oops. Hey, Olivia.
If you see a lovely field with a family having a picnic, and there's a nice pond in it, you fill in the pond with concrete, you plow the family into the field, you blow up the tree, and use the leaves to make a dress for your wife who's also your brother.
Hey Goliath, how you doing? This is why Olivia needs a vacation or therapy. Time for me to start honing a Hypercrypt Legion list. Nice. Olivia can't have a vacation. Like, who would read? She has the weekends off. Like, I give her the weekends off most of the time. I've always liked infantry anyway. Yeah, I've always liked infantry. I've always liked infantry heavy lists. Like, that's why I've always kind of veered away from Imperial Guard, because it scares me what how much infantry I would end up like buying and doing for that. But I now have 70 Imperial Guardsmen which look pretty cool. Okay, right. Whee! Time to build 4 more and 10 death marks. Nice. Toad's lift doesn't need to change either. I am so smart. That's me with Skaven right now. You can call me Olivia anytime you want. Olivia is the lady who reads out all the voice announcements. There we go. Arguably, that looks even better on a 25mm square. Because you get this cool silhouette of an overhang. Just everything looks better. Everything looks better with Old World. Everything. Everything looks better with Old World. You're doing Skaven as well? Nice. I'm not doing Skaven. I probably... I was going to say I probably won't do Skaven. I probably... I don't know. Like... It depends how many Vermin Lord you can do in a list. If you can do loads of Vermin Lord in a list, then maybe, but I doubt it. Because Vermin Lord's cool. The issue with Skaven is that core tax of having to take like 1 million clan rats. There we go. I really like the Vermin Lord, so it would be a Vermin Lord spam. As many Vermin Lords as you can fit in a list. Skaven list. Skaven aren't real, the elect account said so. That's very true. Are Vermin Lord even in the Old World list? Yeah, I'm sure they are, aren't they? Are they not? I thought they were. I thought they were. There we go. That's got that ready for it anyway. And that can stand next to... Look at that. It's as if I planned it. Fits in perfectly behind, look. Slots in perfectly behind him. All the games which I tell you about how to paint Skaven is with contrast paints, which kind of puts a dull on the hobby in my opinion, yeah. Yeah, I would probably throw slap some, for sure. Throw slap some thingies. There we go. Featured news. Ooh, what's the featured news? Missions and objectives. Throne of Skulls doubles. Yay! Downloads. Old World. Legends. Skaven. No? No. I thought they were in. Well, fair enough. I thought Vermin Lords were in Old World. As a new player, I'm definitely going to try and speed paint 100 clan rats. Ain't no way I'm going to try and slow boat paint them one by one. There's a very funny new trailer for Horus Heresy. A very funny new trailer.
Everybody is talking about it. It feels like the whole world's going crazy for the Horus Heresy.
Spilled across the galaxy like an oil slick as once proud, crusading legions indulged their base instinct.
Lay siege to your senses. Lay siege to your imagination. Lay siege to Cathonia. The siege of Cathonia. Rated X or excommunicated.
But I would like to hear firsthand. What's your experience from the Dropsite Massacre?
My way or the galactic highway.
It was huge, even bigger than them Telemon ones that the custodians...
The epic battle with Foxborough within us and advanced to the ring. The God provides time.
You fool, Russ. You never understand my grand designs.
Now you can let loose the wolves of Paris among the sinister cycles of Foxborough.
Locals at the scene say they blame the father.
Well, I'm their father, I do.
War Master's Talon. War Master Horus. Primarch of the 16th Legion.
Traitor or loyalist, there are no bystanders in the war for the future of humanity. You must decide where your loyalties lie in this age of darkness.
Wait until father hears about this.
Okay then.
Welcome to the Honest Heresy.
Did they mock up action figures just for this? I know some of them are real. They're all the Joy Toy ones, aren't they? They have to make fun of Magnus. I think they're all real. I think some of them are real. That's really funny. That's really good. Right. Hey Alfredo, I need ideas for fun colour scheme for my Empire army. Any tips? Any tips for an Empire army? Has anybody got any tips for an Empire army colour scheme in Twitch chat for Alfredo? Has Andy ever got you to paint a Blood Bowl team for him? Yeah, I've painted 2 Blood Bowl teams for him and I've got 2 more to do. I've got squigs to do. Reichland, red and black. Yeah, like... all the different cities. Like, there's loads of different cities, isn't there? Loads of different cities like Nuln and Reichland and stuff. You can go and just search all of those. There we go. There we go. I'll post that. Copy. Here you go, Alfredo. There you go. War Masters posted that for you, Alfredo. Have a quick look on that and go and pick. Take your pick. Right. So she needs some priming. The question is, do I glue? I don't know whether to glue the unicorn to the base first, or whether to paint the base first. I think actually what we could do. Fucking stuck again. I need a tool that's just like a pokey stick so I can just poke things. I didn't just do that. I believe those are called knives. What are called knives? What's called knives? That would be an awl. Oh, pokey sticks. No, not no. So I could go and get one of my awls. I've got a load of awls, but yeah, just like a. There we go. Just like an offcut of something, just so I can poke something in and clear the stupid nozzles. The militia in the market town of Boghafat are clothed in white and purple, a brazen display of the town's wealth. I don't have an old airbrush needle, but that would be a good one as well. But you'd never have it spare, would you? Never have it just lying around. Need one with a handle. Just a cheap awl. I'll probably get a cheap awl. It's not a bad idea, not a bad call. Or go and grab one. I've got loads downstairs in the garage. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's throw a load of colours. Throw a load of colours. Where's the Skaven Black Dinge? That one. Oh, fuck's sake. There we go. Ashen Grey. Nocturne. There's Skaven Black. There we go. Right, let's throw those on. Because I can poke that now. There we go. Okay. Make sure that's shaken properly. Before I get stuck in. Oh, walkies. Oh, that's a good point. Rob's new channel. Yeah, Rob's got a Horus Heresy channel. So if you want to watch more of Rob talk about Horus Heresy stuff, there's your channel. Walkies before I get stuck in. Yes, Let me very, very quickly, because I'm literally just going to throw paint at this. I'm literally going to throw paint at it. So let me throw paint at it, and then while it's drying, we can go for walkies. we go. Okay. And then just very, very quickly, we can use a little bit of this to probably... There we go. Right, back in a second, everybody. Let's everybody go for a walk. So we're going to get up, we're going to stretch. Everybody's going to go for a walk. And we will be back. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to keep these nice and short again. Just get everybody up and walking. And then we can throw some highlights and everything on that. And then I don't know whether to... No, it's fine. Actually, what we can do is we can then put the... maybe put the ground cover on it. So yeah, 2 minutes, everybody. Everybody get up. At least stand up and stretch, please. So get up, stretch, go for a walk. If you go for a quick walk downstairs or something like that, and I'll see you in a second. Hey, you, welcome back. Did everybody go and have a stretch? Did everybody go and have a stretch? My razor should be here today, tomorrow, today. So I should be able to chop off some of this ridiculous hair at some point. Right. There we go. So we've got some colours. Got some colours down. We can probably thin that down and then put that into the recesses. What is it with people and driving like lunatics around here recently? There we go. Right. War Masters, are there any really funky goblin warlord / hero loadouts which are really fun or really good either around the Night Goblin aesthetic? Okay, let's take that out. Alright, let's very quickly hairdry that. That'll probably do. Nearly there. Got my arm stuck. Okay. So what we want, obviously we're going to cover this with the basing stock which I've got for my wood elves. So all this will be covered in like the bark and the wood and the tufts and the little bits of leaves and stuff. But I really want to make a point of showing off the pillar in the centre, so we'll kind of throw some highlights on the pillar at least. Does drying minis with a hairdryer damage the plastic? As long as you don't hold them underneath it for too long. Like it's not going to melt plastic or anything. It's only it's not that hot. You can't even damage plastic if you put it in boiling water, and a hairdryer is not really close to boiling water, so it's fine. This is resin as well, so. Okay, there we go. Estimation brush. If you want to try out some of these brushes, just keep it nice and clean. I like keeping these brushes clean because they're really smart. They're lovely brushes, they are. Thank you, teeny tiny. It's how soft they are for me. Like, I like being able to push them around. Did you get up and have a stretch, teeny tiny? We did, just a little one. Nice. Yeah, same. Although I did just have a little bit of a jog around the garden, actually. I had a jog around the grass. A little barefoot jog. Haven't done barefoot running for a long time. That's good, teeny tiny. I like that. Feet's better today. Yes, they are actually. Thank you. Still a tiny bit swollen, but less swollen. And I imagine it's one of those things that doesn't just like go away straight away. Your body's got to kind of redistribute the fluids. But yeah, much better today. Resorted to compression socks this afternoon and they're so much better. Oh, really? I do have a pair. I haven't got compression socks, but I've got a pair of tight socks. So I could try that kind of thing. Alright, because I haven't been wearing any socks. I've been like airing them and washing them every day. I need to come up below the Wii. Oh, hey Brian, how you doing? Wow. Okay, well I haven't got that. I haven't got ones that are that long. Okay. I do have socks that are that long, hiking socks, but they're not tight. Pretty cheap to pick up on Amazon. Oh, okay. I shall have a look-see. Is everybody ready for the new Squid Game? That's out in a couple of days, isn't it? Never watched it. We don't have Netflix. Netflix is a funny one. There's not like a lot of stuff on there that I have to watch. Hopefully Mindhunter will come back for a season 3. There's rumours that it's going to come back as a 6-part or 3-part movie episodic movie style, which would be quite interesting if it does. We watch so much Twitch and YouTube, the TV stuff doesn't get a look in. It's Age of Umbra tonight. It's the next episode of the Age of Umbra, which is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Right, we're going to use a little bit of Pallid Witch Flesh as a mix-in to highlight, just because I think it... Fuck's sake. Annoying as shit. I'll have to get another pot of that and repot that into the flip top pots that I've got. and be really sketchy and fast on this, so that we can get it done. There we go. We can probably go a fraction lighter. Take some of the unmixed pallid witch flesh that we've got on the palette. Follow the highlights that we've already done. And then this just keeps it as like a like a greeny tone across everything. Are you painting today, Teeny Tiny? You got any little projects on for after work? I'd like to get back to Mall. Yeah, Mall would be cool, wouldn't it? If you can get some time in on Mall, that would be good. Ah, Roly! Roly-poly, pudding and pie. Kissed the girls and made them cry. How you doing, Roly? How are you, Rolls? I need to get a good picture of Ventress too. You do? I mean, we always need good pictures of Ventress. Ventress is amazing. How was your stream, Rolly? How are the Dark Angels coming on? Six hours airbrushing, varnishing, and now oils. Oh, you're doing an airbrush oils wash. You hate oils, or at least oils on a deadline. You can use contrast paints. Contrast paints are very similar. Hope it all works out. Yep. Right, so I might put some apothecary white over that once it's dry. But that should be Spell Singer Lady. Pretty much sorted. She's looking good. Drop picking the whips. Looks fab. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Let's go have a look, Rolly. In the whips. Oh, the white. Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. That's cool. Contrast won't work for what I've done. Bone white. Ah. Very cool. Right, so we let all of this dry and then we'll probably get some apothecary white just to kind of pull all that together. Let's actually, while we're here, what we can do is throw some highlights on handful of rocks. What's the deadline, Rolly? How quick have you got to smash these out? Hey, Avian. Thank you very much, dude. Bezos told you. Mr. Bezos. Did the Bezo tell you? I think he's told everybody. Bezo and me, you see, we're like that. Need to be at a tournament. You need to be at the tournament. Oh, are you playing? Are these yours? They're not yours, are they? I'm guessing it's a commission that you're delivering at the tournament. Did you go to Italy? Did I go to Italy? I haven't gone to Italy, no, why? Bezel's got married in Italy. You've entered the Norwich GT. Oh. Rolly. So since I thought like that, I thought you... Oh, right, yeah. No, I didn't actually. No, he didn't invite me to that. Well, he did, but I didn't go. I chose not to go. Like, it's a long way to go just for a wedding. You live 20 miles from Norwich. Norwich GT. Is that a UK game? UK TC tourney? The Norwich one. I don't think they've gone to Norwich, so maybe it's not. I don't think the UK TC got to Norwich, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Rod is 20 miles. Ah, okay. Rolly's an hour away. Gotcha. Got a vanish. No worries. Bye. See you later. Thanks for the raid. Okay, so we need a brown. And we have a brown. There we go, that'll do. Right, we'll let that dry, then we'll throw some apothecary over it, then we'll put some basing stuff on it. And that should be fine. Awesome. So, this is, for those of you who have just kind of tuned in, we are working on, this is my spell singer for my wood elves. So it's a converted Elise du Shard. We converted her into a wood elf spell singer, so she's got a bit of magic on this hand. We've got a twisted wooden shaft on her in her other hand, with some vines around it, and then we've done lots of sculpting to try and fill in the hair and try and make it look reasonably okay, which is sort of successful. However, this is the back of the model, so hopefully you'll just see her like that, and it won't matter. So that'll be fine. So that'll be fine. That's the plan. I mean, I'm not even gonna paint the back of model, because like I don't paint backs of models. So we're just gonna paint that angle anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sent you the link. The link for what? You sent me a link? Oh, he sang the GT. No, it's not a UK TC one. Oh, it is a UK TC one. Oh, nice. Rowington Road. But the back of the model is a part you'll be staring at when you definitely actually play with this lady. Yeah, but this is the part of the model that Instagram will see. Instagram won't care about the back of the model. Oh dear, brilliant. Right, okay, so that's looking like it's. I think it needs. I think we need to. We'll definitely build it up. There we go. He does not care what he sees. Yeah, exactly. Not when she's running away like a typical wood elf. What? Get out, War Masters. She is going to go in an awesome... Oh, I need to bend her unicorn horn. I need to put a... I want to put a kink in it. She's going to be leading an amazing unit of Treekin. An amazing unit of Treekin. And she's going to be badass and not going to run away at all. At all. Ever. Never, never, ever, ever, never. She's going to get shot to death then. No, she's going to be amazing. She's going to be awesome. She's not going to get shot to death. She's not going to get shot to death. You're so pessimistic. You're so pessimistic. Why would a goddess like this be shot to death? Eh? Why? Okay, so let's get some of this on here. She wants a unicorn horn. She want to acquire immortality from the unicorn. There you go. That's right. Monstrous cavalry in a monstrous infantry unit means she can be targeted even when in the unit. No lookout, sir. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. It's a cool unit. She has faith. She's magic. She's magic. She has like immortal saves because she's magically. She's like Galadriel. She's basically Galadriel on a unicorn. She's gonna be awesome and brilliant. And she's gonna make lots of really awesome saves. And crane gunners are definitely not going to kill her. Sending the gyrocopters. No gyrocopters. No gyrocopters allowed. No gyrocopters allowed. We are not allowing gyrocopters. She can't be shot. Not allowed to shoot her. There we go. We're just going to come to an agreement. I'm going to buy my opponent a beer and say, please don't shoot the cool, sexy, amazing lady on the unicorn because she's awesome. Then I'm going to buy them a beer, and then they're going to go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense because she's fantastic. It's a really, really cool looking model. I'll be like, yeah. And that's what it's going to be like. Each beer stops one shot. One shot! I don't drink, so no bribery. I'll bribe you with... I don't know yet. I'll think about it. Oh dear. Question. Did that weird ass axe throwing machine show up in Old World again? Yeah, it did, Avian. The dwarf one, yeah. Is it called a goblin hewer? The dwarves have got some of the oldest looking models ever in Old World. They've got some shocking. They've got some shockers. What would Imperial Navy ratings wear? What would they wear? What do you mean? I is confused. In particular, in the engine or the Gellerfield room, what would the colours be? For Imperial Navy? I don't know. Goblin Hewer is 100% in. Okay, I won't shoot her. Chariot charge. You can't chariot. Don't chariot charge her. Come on, guys. She's awesome. Stop being mean. I've spent days on this conversion. She's super cool. She's super cool. She's super cool. And it's a really good conversion that I'm really happy with. Look at that. Thinking maybe safety orange, or would it be yellow? This is my Galapox minis. Walkies again while your basing stuff dries. That's a really, really, really good idea. What we're also going to do is I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue. Thank you, teeny tiny. And actually, I can feel my left foot going a little bit tight, so that sounds like a good idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on the back of this stuff here and try and get it some of these covered up a little bit like that. So if I drop, let's do some small stuff there and then some bigger stuff there, and then she's very pretty. She is very pretty. She is very pretty. You are 100% right. Right, let's go for a walk, everybody. So time to get up and stretch. There is the base, or the start of the base for the Unicorn Lady, the Spell Singer. It's nice to get things done, so that's awesome. And then on top of that goes the lighter brown, so I also have a light brown mix which goes on top, which gives a little bit of colour contrast as well and just brightens everything up. So 2 seconds, everybody. I want everybody to at least get up and stretch. If not, go for a quick walk, and I will catch you all in a second. Okay. Right. Go for orange or yellow. Brown would be a reasonable, but I want to pop the skin. Oh, sure, or just brown. Heavy protective clothing, presumably. Imperial Navy ratings wear. I have no idea. I will do the skin first, then come back to the clothes. Probably best to wait until the skin look is done. There we go. So. The bit of a challenge and a problem with this basing stuff is trying to then get a coat of PVA over the top to kind of sink it all in. But she is going to look spectacular. And Miss Spelltree turns up. Miss Spelltree, of course, Miss Spelltree turns up when we're talking about wood elves. Of course, Miss Spelltree turns up, and this is a spell lady as well. So Miss Spelltree turns up when we're talking about Spelltree ladies. How you doing, Tree? Look at Spelltree lady. How are you, Tree? How was your stream? How was your stream? What did you beat up? What did you surf? Who scored? Did I score? Etc. 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 How are you? How are you? How are you? Do 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 do. Fiendish Fairy, thank you for the follow. That's very kind of you. Has Tree had to raid and run? Has she got to scoot? There we go. Look at that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah. So this is for my Wood Elf army. She's off to feed the pup. Nice. Off to feed the pup. Sounds good. Yeah, we are finishing off. Well, not finishing off. We are painting the base for the Spellsinger, the Wood Elf Spellsinger, which I've been converting. Sculpting some of the new staff, sculpting some hair to cover the gaps between all the hair and everything, and just getting her ready. We've just put all the basing bits on. So that dink dink like that is where she's going to sit. So yeah, should be cool. We've got to wait for all that to dry, and then we're going to put a second layer on of some slightly lighter stuff. What are the bits you've used in the conversion? It is Elise Duchard, and then it's a head from a Daughters of Cain, and it's some bits from the Sisters of Thorn. But it's basically Elise Duchard. With all the Bretonnian bits removed. Do. So she needs to get. I need to photograph her. Oh, I need to add some more leaves. So we've got some leaves in her hair up here. I need to add some more leaves on the back of her hair just to hide some of the bad bits. So, for instance, I'm definitely going to put a bit here because there's a horrible bump in the hair there. So we're going to put a leaf there. We'll probably put a leaf here. And then at least one leaf somewhere around here covering up all this transition and everything. So we'll get some more leaves in her hair like that, which will be good. Yeah. And then she can all get primed. I need to take a photograph of her, of course. So I need to get a photograph of her like that. Oh, kind of wish I hadn't primed. Kind of wish I hadn't primed the horse. Or the unicorn. But we'll see. And then we were also talking about the... Where is it? There we go. Bouncy squig. We're also talking about the bouncy squig. So I've got I want to put a goblin warlord on my bouncy squig, because then the squig is going to sit on the base like that, and it's just going to sit there and bounce and doing, and like wobble around a load, which would be quite cool. What should I do when I base my Wargames Atlantic? Because since they come with the base attached to the feet, I don't want to have a base and have a bump on them. Oh God. I mean, you've just got to cut the base off somehow. If you cut it a little bit away from the feet, you can then kind of attack it. So if you cut it, it's really difficult to explain. If you cut it like away, if the base is around the feet there, if you cut it away from the feet there, and then you should be able to then cut the feet off. But you should be, I would cut the base off the feet in a couple of steps. So cut the center out, cut a bit of the excess off, and then you should be able to cut the feet. Or alternatively, if you, depending on how you do the basing, because on my wood elves, I've actually put a little packer on the bottom of the feet just to lift them up off the base, so that when I do base them, they're not sunk into the base too much. So you could just trim them right up to their feet and then just stick them on the bases like that. Right, so that's the basing stuff. Right, what are we going to do tomorrow? If we can prime her, should we paint her tomorrow? Because I just need to take a photograph of her, all the green stuff and everything. If I can take a photograph of her, well, I mean, of course I can. Take a photograph of her tonight. I'm just trying to rub a bit of this primer off so the horse has a bit of contrast to it when I take a photograph of it. Thanks for the tip, you're welcome. Right. I'm just rubbing the top edges of the primer off so that you can see some details on the horse and stuff. And then I'll reprime everything. There we go, that's better. Because otherwise it's just going to be satin next to black. Perfect, right. So that's her. We will definitely sub-assemble her. However, we'll probably paint the horse. Sorry, the unicorn. We'll probably paint the unicorn with her on, so we get that little bit of shading underneath her dress when we do the airbrushing. Because we're going to airbrush her white, but it's going to be like a greeny white, which will be quite cool. Try and tie the tone of this in with the rest of the army, and then she's going to have a turquoise dress, which will be really nice. So yeah, she's going to be this cool spell singer. She's fab. I like her a lot. Okay. And then I'm also wondering about this guy. Right, let's... what I'm curious about with this guy is try to get some different tones. So we're going to go turquoise, we're going to go blue, we're going to go a rich blue. So the turquoise is going to help tie in with the rest of the army. A blue is going to tie in with a little bit of that, and then a purple... And we're going to go really the same tone, and then we can highlight everything the same, and then hopefully that should affect the it should look pretty cool. That's the plan. And And then blue. I don't think I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know how good he is. Does anybody know how good he is? He's just been sat up in my old bits from Games Workshop box for years. So I don't actually know how good he is. I think we probably need purple around the copper. So around the armour we probably need purple, because that's going to have the turquoise patina on it. So to make sure we're contrasting and showing that colour variation. Probably need to blend purple into that. Okay, let's let that dry and see what that looks like. And then that will need a highlight, so we'll highlight that. Highlight everything with like a similar tone. And then glaze little bits back, and then we can come in here and paint all the kind of little details and things, and paint the. Has he got a gold mask, or is that a bone mask? What's his name? Prince of Pophis. Prince of Pophis? Yeah. Okay, so it is a skull. It is a skull. And then he's got the gold everywhere, which would be copper. So now we got that like that. I think if we highlight it and then knock everything back and try and glaze in some shadows with purple, I think that'd be quite good. Have I got any copper out? Yes, I have. Got some old copper here. Let's very quickly. Just want to see what it looks like. Just get an old crappy brush. That one will do. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's like. I'm pretty sure he's not great, but I don't think he can join a unit either, can he? I think he just like flies around the board. So mainly just have to make sure I'm catching the highlights for the copper, because the turquoise will settle in the recesses. For the initial bit at least. There we go. Just to see what that's going to look like. I think that needs to be gold as well, doesn't it? This whole thing. There's no reason for it not to be. Might need to just clean up that mould line. This is an old fine cast one. I think I got it off eBay years ago. Why you use a knackered brush to do metallics? Because this brush is absolutely screwed. Alright, there we go. Cheers, Hendy. Are you planning to come along? Yeah, hopefully, Tobes. So that's that. So we'll highlight that, knock everything back with some purple in the shadows, and then that should be quite cool. And then we have finished sculpting the Spellsinger Hendy. So she's all ready for her base. We've done a little bit of pre-basing. There we go. Looking pretty good. I need to know what kind of magic items, because there's a spot on her base here where we can put some kind of magic item reference. So depending on what magic items Spellsingers tend to have, maybe we can put something on the base there in the same way as we're putting some nettles or thistles on the dragon.
A joyous affiliate anniversary.
Thank you, Goldie. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. How are you doing, Goldie? There we go. So once that's dry, we can put the second the second lighter layer on top. This is just like the dark layer, and then we put a lighter layer on top, and then I'll add some moss and everything to that as well, just to finish it off. I think we can probably get a brush, absolutely fucking knackered brush, which is the point, and just remove the dirt from there like that. Don't need dirt on the pillar. There we go. Forever since you've been able to sit down. Yeah, well, I didn't know whether I was going to even stream today because it's red hot over here at the moment. It has cooled down just to stream. But we're going to finish in a second because I need to go and cook some dinner before movie night. So we've got movie night. Movie night's in 2 hours' time. We've got 9 o'clock. So if anybody does want to come and watch a movie, it is The Illusionist this week. So another magic one. We've got a bit of a magic theme going on with movie nights at the moment. So The Illusionist, especially seeing as we've just converted up a wood elf sorceress. Fucking hell, she does look cool. She's gonna be awesome. Dead happy with her. And there's all the sculpting we've done on her back. on the back side of her. It's okay. It possibly needs one more strand of hair going there, but I'll probably just cover that with a leaf, like I've been covering some bits on the front with leaves, to be honest. So I'll probably cover that little gap there with a leaf, leaf here, leaf in the back there, probably one leaf down here somewhere, and then definitely a leaf in that corner. Yeah, other than that, she's pretty cool. Goldie, are you streaming anytime soon? Because I'm about to finish, so I can go and cook. So if you're about to get a stream live, we can come and raid you, dude. Although if you're exhausted and only just sat down, then maybe not. There we go. She's cool. See who's even around. Dr. Rhino's around. Tree's back on again. Is Tree actually back on again? Tree's just raided me. Whew. Avelia's on, Gallo's on. Oh, there's loads of people on tonight. There's actually loads of people on today. That's unheard of. God, it's just getting hot. Does that mean you're about to? Does that mean you're about to stream? Are you about to stream? Are you about to go live, Goldie? Do we get to raid you? Look at that badass. Yeah. So I'll prime her. I need to take a photograph of her first, just showing all the green stuff and stuff. So we'll take a photograph of her for Instagram. Still need to. I don't know whether I do want to anymore. Yeah, I'll take a photograph of her. Once all that's dried, we'll put another coat of PVA glue on it, and put the lighter brown on top, which should be rather nice. So yeah. Okay, let's go find somebody to raid, because it's red hot and I need to go and make some food. Food time, do. Okay. This is turning out to be a fair amount of work. Sorry to not be talking much. That's alright, dude. Oh. I've just knocked that over as well. Ah! And now she's fallen off. Ah! Careful, Chris. There we go. Be very careful with all this. Try not to. I think I've just squashed. That hair. Have I? No. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Right, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. I should have her primed for tomorrow. So if we have her primed for tomorrow, we're definitely going to be painting her. The unicorn will probably... Well, the unicorn will definitely be, like, part painted. We'll have, like, details to pick out on the unicorn. Like eyes. I want to do the horn, like, branchy. Like, woody branch. So lots of browns and probably a black tip. And then we'll paint her as well. So... I will definitely get that primed. I've got to take a photograph before we prime her, and then we'll just airbrush the horse, reprime her, and then we can have some fun. Right. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing evening. I'll see you at movie night. Movie night tonight. There we go. Oh, she looks so cool. Perfect. Movie night tonight. So you've got 2 hours, and I will see you at movie night, and if not, I will see you all tomorrow.